Well, I want to welcome everyone to, this is our announcement of this year's Clinch Mountain Music Fest. And this is the 4th annual festival. The festival is going to be held June 12th and 13th. And this was started by a group of folks who are actually from around the region, not just here in Gate City, but around the region. And most of you may know the Clinch Mountains run from Knoxville to Roanoke, and this region really was the heartland for many of the early settlers to bring music from their homelands, from Scotland, Ireland, and many other countries. And they made their way through the gap here, and many of them stayed and nestled in these hills, and their music became very much the rich heritage of the music that spread around the land. Not only old-time music, some of which you've heard today, but bluegrass and country music. Much of that harkens back to the heritage here in these hills. And the purpose of this festival is not only to recognize this rich heritage, but to also promote the music as it moves forward and is interpreted by many of the new musicians, the young musicians that are learning the old instruments, new instruments, playing old music on new instruments. And so we're really trying to encourage those young folks, and to that end, I might add, we have Brinley Addington, who is a local homegrown talent, who is now in Nashville going to school, and is a rising young star in the country bluegrass area. So Brinley couldn't be with us today because he's in school, but we look forward to having him be on some of our press tour as we lead up to the festival. So today we're here to announce some new things that we're introducing to the festival. It's not the same old festival you came to last year or the year before. We've got some new things, and one is that we've expanded beyond Gate City and the Carterfold. We're a little bit longer here at Gate City, and we also have expanded to the horse park. The horses will not be singing this year, but we do have music at the horse park, and we're also going to have an antique auto show. What I'd like to do now is just take a few more minutes to introduce some of the players who have helped make this happen. And then I would like to just briefly review the performance schedule, and then I'll give you all who from the press an opportunity to interview those who are here and listen to a little bit more music. And let me introduce as well, we have Larry Hicks with us, who is displaying his guitars, handmade guitars, and they are for sale. We'll probably hear one played a little bit later. He is a local fellow and someone we're very proud to have as an artisan who will be an exhibitor at the festival. So just an example of things that will be there. The first person I'd like to introduce is Bob Atherton, who is the chair of the Scott County Tourism Committee. Bob, come on up.
Thank you, Carol, and I'm pleased to be the representative for our Scott County Tourism. And we're pleased that Clinch Mountain Music Fest is in Scott County and in Gate City. It could be in any one of a number of cities around us, and it's a great event. It's kind of unique for us at Scott County because it's one of the very few venues that attracts a national audience, and that's so important to us in our tourism efforts. We have an opportunity to we have national visitors from all across the country that come for this festival. They get a chance to see our natural beauty, all the aspects of Scott County. They have a chance to shop our local merchants, our artisans, our craft people, and we have an opportunity to take advantage of it, all while we're listening to a lot of great entertainment, great music. Maybe go horseback riding, Sherry, I don't know, and see the car show, and it's just a great event. And I would encourage all of our local citizens in Scott County to attend the event and take advantage of it and meet new neighbors who are visiting on a national scale. I'd also like, I'm particularly pleased to see Larry here with his guitars. I bet his father, I haven't met Larry yet, who makes mandolins that are just beautiful. It could be hung on a wall as an art piece. And I say that because I'd like to re-emphasize that in addition to the Music Fest, we are having artisans display products in Gate City. We have food booths, I believe. And there's an opportunity for all of the folks that are tucked back in these hollows that have great skills and make wonderful artworks and different things to to display their wares. And I think there's still a booth or two open for space, so if you haven't signed up, it's a great opportunity to do that. And so it's a wonderful event. It brings entertainment, it brings economic opportunity, and it even gives musical scholarships to Scott County students. So you can't lose. It's a win-win for everyone. Thank you very much.
Bob is actually very modest. He has very much single-handedly over the last year really spearheaded a resurgence of interest in tourism in this county. We're launching a new website just about the same time the Clinch Mountain Music Fest kicks off. And we have, the Clinch Mountain Music Festival is going to be a new partner with the Crooked Road this year, as the town of Gate City has become a node on the Crooked Road as well. So let me introduce John Kilgore. Is John? There you are. From the Economic Development Authority.
Thank you, Carolyn. It's great to be here to celebrate. I know that some of y'all were, when they were playing, you had that urge to get out there and dance just like that. I knew you wanted to do that, and if they'd have played just a little bit longer, you'd have been out there on the floor. So, you know, one of the hardest things for a Clinch Mountain Music Fest is to keep it going year after year. And I applaud those individuals that have worked hard over the last several months to keep this festival alive. And as far as economic development, and talk about that just a minute, I know that Bob stole some of that thunder, but anyway, I'll just reiterate some of that. This event will bring visitors from the region and other states to share this music and buy some goods while they're here. And that's what we want. And having events in different parts of the county will also, they'll travel along the roads and they'll enjoy our natural beauty, which is, it's a beautiful county. And some of those visitors really are not. They're not. They're just home folks that have moved away and are returning to enjoy a day of music, food, and fun. And hopefully they will be reminded of that Carter family song, "Carry Me Back to Old Virginia, Back to My Clinch Mountain Home."
I'd like to ask Mayor Mark Jenkins to come up and just tell us a little bit about the city and its hosting the festival.
I'd like to first, I guess, thank everybody for being here. And it's hard to get a crowd unless you make people mad, which we had a bigger crowd last night. But I really like this crowd today. But Gate City is, I mean, we're just proud to be a part of this. There's a lot of work. Jay and Carol and the whole Clinch Mountain Committee worked untold hours making this happen, and the people that sponsor us, I mean, I know it's hard economic times, and you wonder if something like this can even really happen in times like this. But the Tourism Committee, everybody has worked hard, and we appreciate letting Gate City be a part of it. I mean, I know we work with you, but it could be anywhere else, and we're just proud to be a part of the Clinch Mountain Music Fest, because with our tagline, the mountains of the music make the memories, we're going to have music, and I hope this is just one of many events that we're going to see, because when you really think about it, our arts, our talent, that's the best renewable resource that this county and this town's got, and I just thank everybody for being part of it.
Thank you, Mark. And the town really does step up. All the city workers and all of the merchants. It's everybody holding hands and locking arms together to make this a really fun event. And every year it has just gotten better, so I want to thank the city again. Rita Forrester from the Carter Fold was going to be here today. I don't see her yet, but hopefully she'll join us in a little bit. The Carter Fold has been a partner with the Clinch Mountain Music Fest for all of its years and continues to be so, hosting the Country Gentleman on Saturday night, and so I hope she'll join us and be able to say a couple of words when she comes in. A new partner this year is the Scott County Regional Horse Association, and I'd like to invite Sherry Hilton, who's the president, to come up and share a few words with us.